Hey guys, today I wanted to break down a live stream package that I was able to provide to a theater in my area. They were organizing a live stream for Michelin Tires management employees. I was brought in simply just to provide the cameras for the cameras to connect to a computer to distribute the live feed to employees that weren't able to make it to the actual venue. So my package included three 6K pocket cinema cameras. With those cameras, I provided the lenses. I provided one Teradek, which was a wireless transmitter, as well as the receiver for that. 3 sticks, which is 3 tripods, and then one Canon EOS R7 with a lens, obviously, to get some extra B-roll throughout the day. Also, that the B-roll that you're going to see over this video was provided with the R7. And lastly, there were several HDMI to SDI converters that I brought, and I'll get into that a little bit more in detail later. Oh, forgot to mention, also provided my own comms for me and my camera operators. Those were the Ultratech comms. So the day before the live stream actually happened, we went to the venue to just kind of scout to see what we're getting into. And we actually blocked off 3 chairs. That was 3 chairs for the cameras as well as the camera operators to sit in those chairs during the event. The setup actually only took us about an hour. We were able to actually set up all of the cameras the day before. We felt pretty comfortable leaving those cameras overnight because we had a pretty good relationship with the tech director over at the theater. So each camera had a HDMI that went out of the HDMI port on the camera and then plugged into the SDI converter. And here's where I actually messed up on one of the cameras. We couldn't get a feed from the tech booth on one of the cameras, and I was wondering why, and it turns out that I accidentally messed up the orientation of where the HDMI goes out into the SDI to go back to the booth. But you know, it happens. We learned from it, and we were able to get a solid stable connection after figuring out that accident. So after the HDMI ran into the SDI box, we ran SDI obviously all the way back to the tech booth, and that is where the SDI was reconverted back into HDMI and then plugged into a ATEM Mini Pro, and that was something that we did not provide. The tech director at the theater actually already had one of those, and so that's why we were able to just take what we had, plug it into what they had, and all went well from there. So with the cameras actually being all fed into the ATEM, he was actually able to record all simultaneously, all 3 cameras that I was providing signal from. He recorded those each separately, only at 1080p, 60 frames per second, but that was to where he could take all of that footage and recompile it throughout the day and provide the client with a really clean broadcast from the day. One of the cameras I actually rigged up with the intentions, this is why we brought the Teradek wireless transmitter. We were going to take that camera and have roaming shots throughout the day, but unfortunately with how the venue was set up, we actually just decided to shoot the B-roll with the R7 rather than worrying about the mess of the Blackmagic wireless transmitter, because that was just a whole lot more weight. And with the R7, we still got beautiful 1080p footage for the venue to provide in their live stream at the end of the day. So like I said, the B-roll throughout the day was shot on my R7, and the tech director there was able to compile all of that B-roll into the video that they were going to package up and distribute to the clients as just an archived video for them to be able to share with employees that weren't able to make it to live, but they were still able to kind of watch the video back and re-experience what we filmed that day. The event actually only lasted from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And there were several breakout sessions throughout the day, and that's why we shot several B-roll clips. There were several breaks in between, and of course we got to eat lunch with the team. Overall, this wasn't really a bad day. It was quite fun, and we provided a lot of good footage. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have any questions about specific things to do with our setup. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.